LEGO recently announced they're bringing back the LEGO Simpsons line with the Krusty Burger set. And guys, I don't know if you're aware, but I am a massive Simpsons fan. Of course, I own the first ever LEGO Simpsons set, the Simpsons house, and the amazing Quickie Mart. But I missed the LEGO Simpsons theme so much that I even went and got a MOC. Just over a year ago on the channel, we built this amazing LEGO MOC by Ben Builds LEGO. You might be wondering about how all of that is relevant to today's video, but it's because our amazing friends over at Barware has sent us this. Their version of the LEGO Springfield School. I absolutely am blown away that they've sent me this. I love it. It's modular size. It's over on 2 base plates. And it shows off the whole Springfield Elementary School. We can see it has 3,500 pieces. It's suggested for ages 14 and plus. We can see they've obviously spelt Springfield wrong for what I assume is licensing reasons. But isn't this box so nice? I love to have a Barware box. And look at all these details of the set. I mean, doesn't it look incredible? I can't believe we're getting the chance to build this today. I don't buy many LEGO sets on the first day of it coming out. Not even the modulars, even though I love them and I try and get every single one. I never really get them on opening day. Nothing sends me to the LEGO store on the first day of it opening. But I can guarantee, whether it be in person or on pre-order, I am getting the Krusty Burger set. I love the Simpsons theme. I think it's incredible. One of the most sacred pieces of my LEGO collection is this box where I have almost every single LEGO Simpsons minifigure to ever come out. I think the only one I'm missing is Mr. Burns, and I'm really desperate to get him. So if anyone has a spare one lying around, please get in contact with me. But yes, today we are building the LEGO Elementary Springfield School. I cannot wait for this one. I'm over the moon to work with Barware on this one. And I have so much exciting stuff coming out with them soon, and hopefully, you know, we have a really great partnership, because everything I build with them I'm always love. You can see even this Avengers Tower over in the background is a Barware build that we have done a video on, and I can't believe we've got this set. I love the Simpsons theme so much. Like, I could literally have like a Springfield set up in my city, because I just keep buying all these builds, and I'm so happy that Barware have been fortunate enough, well, I've been fortunate for Barware to send me this. I think what we're going to do now is open this thing up, because I just can't wait any longer. Just doesn't this box look amazing? You know, I wish Barware sent me the boxes more often, because it adds so much and it just looks incredible, and it proper fits into the old Simpsons theme with all the clouds showing the cartoon. Okay, so I've just opened it up and I've seen something that is crazy. Even though it wasn't advertised on the box, if we look, we can see we have minifigure heads in here and a bunch of characters. Now, don't get me wrong, because I basically own all the characters anyway, as you've just seen, I probably have all of these, but we are getting minifigures with the set today. That is crazy. We're going to be able to decorate our set with minifigures. I am blown away already. But before we start building and looking at the amazing minifigures and doing everything, let's take a look at what's actually in the set and the box. First of all, we have bag 1, then bag 2, bag 3, bag 4, bag 5, bag 6, bag 7, bag 8, bag 9, bag 10, bag 11, bag 12, a bag for plates, a whole bag of complimentary spare parts, the instruction manual, which we'll take a closer look at in a minute, and 2 32 by 32 green base plates. I know I'm often one to exaggerate, but this has been the most excited I've ever been opening packaging. Obviously the box helps, but just seeing all of this, seeing this like instruction manual, which we will look at in a minute, seeing it all just like that, all the complimentary spare parts, the fact that we have minifigures, I'm so excited, and I was fully prepared to obviously put my own minifigures in there. I was fine to do that, but it comes with it. It didn't even say it did, and I'm so excited. Barware, you know, don't really disappoint me very often. I have loads of great videos, you know, coming out with them, and I have out with them. I love working with them, and them and their sister site Youmko both have some incredible products on their pages. I do have a discount code as well, and if you want to check that out, then it really helps me, you know, and the channel out. But guys, isn't this awesome? You know, I don't know if anyone out there is a Simpsons lover like me, but as someone who loves the Simpsons, I cannot wait to just look and build this set. I'm really hoping for a great build. And this will be my first ever double modular, I think. Obviously, we know the assembly square is 1.5, and I'm just trying to think, and yeah, this is my first ever double base plate modular, which is crazy. So here's our instruction manual, and if we look through this, we can see it looks pretty good to start off with. The colours look good, which is always important. The instructions, obviously there are a lot per page, but it looks all very, you know, clear. Still got a bit of a bend there, and it looks pretty easy to get this set together. I'm really looking forward to this one because, I mean, obviously this is definitely my kind of thing, but it just looks like a really solid build when hopefully it all goes together really nicely. Now, as you can see from all my other modular buildings, they are all now mills plated, which is something we've been doing on the members only side of the channel. So we will have to go and specially mills plate our school before we start building. Okay, let's see where we're at with the project. So today I went to Smith's and bought 2 of these double-sided base plate packs, and we used the green ones to mills plate and put the actual final plates on. Now look how crazy it is with the double base plate. That looks absolutely massive. Just goes on and on. But yeah, very secure, very sturdy, and now ready for building. So let's get into it. Okay, the build is done. It actually didn't take too long, and let's check it out. And here it is, guys. Look how amazing this looks. It's exactly like the school in the show. We can see all our minifigures here. We'll compare them to the actual versions in a minute, but they all look really good on face value, and there's no clear issues at all. And the school itself is such a nice build. I mean, look at this, just the outside of it alone. It's 2 base plates wide, and it just uses its space so well. You can see it instantly. It pops. It encapsulates everything the Simpsons is going for, and it looks like it could actually be a real Lego set that we would buy. The set was also really easy to build. It didn't take too long at all, and there was still great detail, so the building process was really nice for me. It only took a few days to actually build, and only one of those days did I actually build for like several hours. Other ones were just smaller building days because I was quite busy. I'll also show you guys, the instruction manual was so good here. It was so clear. Everything was just spelled out in a really nice way. I didn't have any issues with the instructions at all. It was really easy to follow and made for a fantastic build. Those were the spare pieces missing from the actual, well, that I had in the actual bags of the set. But we did also get all of these extra parts in bags sealed up. Now, before we look at the entire build, let's compare the minifigures. I will quickly say though, there's a really interesting arrangement of minifigures here. Some from like series 1 of the minifigure line and others from like series 2. So an interesting mix that they've chosen to put in this set. Okay, so first of all, we have like church-going Lisa, and they're pretty much exactly the same. I mean, I think there's some difference in this is the fake eyes. The real eyes look a little bit more proper, but apart from that, they pretty much are the same. I'm literally not seeing any differences here, and you could easily get these mistaken and mixed up because they literally look so similar. Next up, we have the original Ned Flanders. Now, I had to actually get this because I didn't own this one before, which I never knew. I only owned the one that came with the house. But yeah, the Ned Flanders comes exactly the same. Looks like some slight variation in the colouring, but apart from that, Very, very similar, even the same accessories. Then we have Church-Going Homer. There's a few differences here. I think that you can kind of tell the fake Homer's face is fake. It doesn't look as good as the real ones, and the printing doesn't look as good. The colours aren't as pronounced as the real Homer, and the legs aren't the same colour either. They also come with a different accessory printing, which is a little bit weird. Then we have our fake and real version of the church-going Marge. Now the real Marge has a little bit of body printing, and I think it genuinely looks better. The skirt is pretty similar, but you can see a bolder line on the fake, and the fake's flowers are really big as well. The hair is actually a separate piece on the fake as well, which I believe is just all one big piece on the actual head. And yeah, you get some printing for an earring on the real Marge here, and you don't get that on the side on these. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, they are both pretty similar. Then we have our fake and real Nelsons, and I can see quite a big difference here. Again, I had to order in this Nelson, but their baton is different. I think the printing's better generally on the real Nelson, but the fake one's not too bad. I think his face printing looks a little bit off though compared to the real version. Rather interestingly, I think I've learned that I don't have a real Millhouse, but I could be wrong. It could be somewhere. But yeah, we've got the superhero version of Millhouse instead. And I mean, yeah, they look pretty similar. The fake Millhouse does look pretty good. A few little annoying things like the hair, like there you can kind of see is off. But apart from that, they're all pretty solid. Then we have Hero Bart. The colours are better on the real one, and I think the face printing is as well a bit, but literally not too much at all, and I don't see many issues with this at all. They both look good. Then we have our fake and real Maggie. Now, interestingly, they come with different bears. This is more of a traditional toy bear that we have on the fake one, and I have the panda bear. I don't even know if that's actually what it's meant to be, but because it feels weird, but that's the one I've got on there for all these years, panda bear. And yeah, the printing does look pretty similar. I think Maggie's face looks a little bit odd on the fake one, but really nitpicking, and they are pretty much really good. However, the fake doesn't have the same leg printing and like full body that the original Maggie does, so I guess that is a bit off-putting as well. But overall, these minifigures were pretty good. And here is the actual build. You can see the colours just pop so nicely. The front looks amazing with the printed signs, all printed, no stickers in this. The American flag hanging above, and all the hedges and trees that are decorating the front. And if we take a look at the back, you can see it's also decorated quite nicely with the doors going in. Still a pretty simple sidewalk, which we don't often get at the back of a modular. However, there is in this one. And we also get some hedges along the back here as well, as long as all these windows and the continuing theme of the build. Okay, and we've taken the roof off and we can kind of get an inner look at everything going on. Now, first of all, we can see each doorway goes through the middle part, which is lockers. We've got a fire alarm and more lockers on this side, as long as doors go into our main rooms. Now we have like a lunch area here, which is shown in the show, where we've got some kitchen preparing tables and some seats and everything for classmates to sit on, which does look good. It's all really vibrant and colourful. Then if we look at the other room downstairs, we have a big classroom, which is decorated really, really nicely. Again, with more printed parts and loads of nice stuff going on. It all looks really good, and it would look great if you got to populate this with students. Now, I know we do have a few, and again, like I've got some in my personal collection as well I can maybe stick in there. However, none of that, we would have enough to fill a classroom. Now, it's super important to note that this is fully modular, so all the floors and ceilings, everything can easily get taken apart to access the inner layers of the build. Now, we can see we do have a principal's office on this second floor with just some simple decoration where Principal Skinner would sit, and I really want a minifigure of him to stick in there. And then the other thing we have on the second floor is another big classroom, very similar to the first one, still got the same like printings and stuff. But again, it's just little decorations that really add to the set and make it look nice. Now, technically, there are no stairs or anything on the way up, which obviously will be a bit of a problem. However, I'm going to leave that up to the imagination because the build works so well by itself, and it is 2 base plates big. So they've really filled it with detail, and I'd struggle to see where they'd fit any more in. And then we can just really easily reassemble everything. And wow, doesn't this just look so good? And here is our other custom Lego modular from The Simpsons, and it's Lego Mo's. Now look how these compare. Obviously this wouldn't ever happen in the show, but doesn't it just fit the theme so well? They go together so nicely. They just look amazing together. I'm so happy that we've kind of got these to mix in together, as well as the Simpsons house in Quickie Mart. So I think what we're going to be doing really soon is getting this whole thing mills plated and ready to put in the city by itself. And we're going to do the exact same with the Quickie Mart, where we mills plate it and get it all like into a car park, which can go with the rest of the city and then fit with everything much nicer. But guys, what do you think? I think this looks absolutely incredible. I'm so happy we got it. And like I say, two double base plates is great. Two double base plates? A double base plate build is insane, and I am so thankful for Barway to send me this one. It is definitely Ballistic Bricks approved. One of my favourite builds I've ever done on the channel. It fits everything I love. I love the Simpsons, I love the modular lines, and I love all the Simpsons Lego sets. So, you know, even though they are kind of bringing the theme back now with the Krusty Burger set, we don't know if they're ever going to do anything like this. I don't think they will ever do any modulars or anything like that. And this is a perfect way to do that and have this stuff in your collection. And for me, in my city, which is going to keep on building and keep expanding. Again, Barway and Youmko have done a fantastic job at supplying this. It just looks so good, and you can get it on their website now with my discount code, and it would really help me out because I am an affiliate of Barway. And like, yeah, I love doing work with them. I've got so much more exciting stuff coming up with them really soon. So if you guys like, you know, what you're seeing from them, and, you know, some other alternate builds like AliExpress stuff and general like fake Lego and stuff like that, then maybe consider sticking around. I'm also going to be covering the Krusty Burger as soon as that comes out. I'm going to buy the real Lego version on day one. So, you know, I want that in the city. I'm going to have it part as everything else. So if you guys like Lego Simpsons and stuff like that as well, that's something I take really like seriously on the channel with my mock builds and everything. And just having like kind of like, I want a Springfield area in the city eventually. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Ballistic Bricks. I've had so much fun today, and I appreciate you guys all for watching. This was the Springfield Elementary School, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.